Hello, today I want to show you how to use your varoma to make Hainanese chicken and rice. So the first step is to actually get some chopsticks down the bottom of your varoma. If you don't have chopsticks, you can use whatever, but they're really good to raise up the chicken so that it's not sitting down, blocking the hole. So we want the steam to circulate, and that's what the chopsticks are going to do. So it tells you to do that, and it says to rub your chickens. I'm going to put the chickens in before I do that. So if you get one large chicken, it will fit in here, or I've got two smaller ones. I've got 1.6 kilo chickens here. So I'm hoping they both fit side by side. Looks like it does, and it's a bit tight in there, but I couldn't really find smaller, but that's okay. It's going to work. So we're going to rub them with, it says about 2 to 3 teaspoons of salt. Doesn't really, don't care too much about the science of that. We want to get the skin nice and dry. So whatever you have, we're going to, just rub it all around. And we're going to set this aside for half an hour, maybe a bit more over here. We're going to set it aside for half an hour, and that skin will go nice and dry and get that salt coated all around while we carry on and make more things. So, and I'm using the lid. I've got the lid upside down under my varoma so that it's not dripping all over my bench. That's what that's about. But I am just going to quickly wash my hands before I carry on with the recipe. This is a recipe that takes a little bit of time, but you're not in the kitchen for much of it. So hopefully if you plan ahead, you can get this deliciousness cooking in the Thermomix. So set that aside. We're actually going to start making the chili sauce now. So it wants us to place in some fresh long red chilies. I've got a bunch here, and I have taken the seeds out, totally optional whether you do that or not. And now I have some ginger, and I have garlic, and I've just sliced the ginger up into slices, and I didn't specifically weigh the lime juice, but as I did that, we want about 50 grams. Okay, so 55, that's close enough. And we want a little bit of salt, 1 to 2 pinches. And I just mill my own salt in the Thermomix. So that I make my own cooking salt that doesn't have additives in it. So all that goes in, and we're going to chop that on speed 7 for 7 seconds. Little dance song to finish off with. So there's our chili. Oh, you could see it better there. Chili sauce. So this recipe can be made in any model Thermomix. Just check the size of your chicken for the varoma that you have. But other than that, of course, you can do this in any Thermomix, which is great. So I'm just checking. Yeah, it is. Transfer it into a bowl and set it aside. So there's our fresh chili sauce. It's going to be a delicious side to this chicken and rice. Now this is a very traditional Chinese recipe. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not Chinese. So if I'm doing anything or saying anything wrong, please forgive me. I'm just here to show you how the Thermomix part of it works, and hopefully it all comes together. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, I can try and answer or seek expert help. So it wants us to rinse the bowl. I'll be back. So we carry on with the recipe now, and we're going to get our stock ready that's going to be in the bowl while the chicken cooks above. So I've got some echallots. It asks for 2 echallots cut in half. So that can all go in. And some garlic. Got 1 clove of garlic. 1 centimetre worth of ginger. So whatever you think there, that can go in. And we want 40 grams of olive oil. So I'm going to use my scales for that one. Make sure I get the right amount. Drizzling that in. Okay, that's good. And we are going to saute all that together for 3 minutes on 120 degrees on reverse. So we'll get that aromatics all happening. We'll all be smelling nice soon. That has finished. So hopefully you can see the steam. Well, you can see the steam coming out. You can't smell it, but it is still sizzling away in there. We are going to add a litre of water and start cooking this chicken. So I'm watching the scales, or you can watch the capacity line in the Thermomix bowl itself. I didn't quite get enough water prepared. Let's see if that'll do us. That'll do. And our chicken stock paste. So you can make your own chicken stock paste in the Thermomix. It's very ugly. But it's beautiful that you can make your own homemade stock paste. So you know there's no additives in it. It's very cheap to make, so you can be saving money. And you can make like, I don't know, like just about a litre worth at a time. So it stores in your freezer and you can just scoop it out as needed. So if you don't have your own stock paste, I'm just putting the lid on, you can buy it. You can buy stock paste or liquid stock or stock powder, whatever you're normally doing. So getting our chickens back here, and we are going to fill the cavity with whatever else I've got here. So I've got some spring onions, garlic, ginger, and I do have some little baby eschalots still because I bought extra. So I am just going to get in there. Don't be shy to get your hands in there. This is really going to help add a good amount of flavour while it all cooks. So yeah, well, actually I'll put that in first. I don't know how deep you're meant to be getting it, but I'm sure whatever we do will be good. There we go, and I'll close that back up again as much as I can. Now my hands are chickeny and I don't want to touch the Thermomix. So we want to rub a tablespoon of sesame oil all over the dry chicken. So I'm just going to drizzle however much I think on, and then I'll use my hands to rub it out all around. Love sesame oil. This is going to give that beautiful flavor. Okay, and then we're going to place our varoma into position, put the lid on, of course, and steam 55 minutes, and then we're going to come and add in the rice so that it can all cook together. Okay, you see that there? That's a lovely view for you all. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so that has been cooking for 55 minutes, and now the next step is to set the varoma aside. I'm not going to open the lid now because I don't want all the steam to escape that's happening in there, so I'm just putting it on a plate. So now you want to make sure that there is at least a litre worth of water in there. Add more if it isn't. I can see that I'm still in it, so because even though you've been steaming for a while, the juices from the chicken have been going down, so that's why mine is okay. But yeah, definitely just check it. We're going to add our simmer basket now to add our rice. So we want 350 grams of jasmine rice. So I'm just going to weigh that, and I'm going to also give it a rinse. I like to have it in the simmer basket before I rinse my rice because it makes it really easy to rinse it. So I'm just bringing my bowl with me. Sorry, I don't have the camera over here, but I'm just at my sink giving it a quick rinse. Yeah, that'll probably do. And letting it drain a little bit. Okay, put it back in my bowl. And there we go, ready to go. So, yep, I've got the rice in, and these next instructions are just telling me to rinse until the water runs clear. Yep, put it back in. Oh yeah, so just for some extra flavour now, we're going to add some pandan leaves. I have had these in my freezer from using them recently for something else. So they've lost their color a bit, but I'm just going to be confident that the flavor is still going to be really good and go into that rice. Okay, so now we lid back on, varoma back on, and we are going to cook that for another 15 minutes. And then it should all come together and be ready at the same time. Very exciting. This has finished cooking now, so now we need to pull it all together. So we're going to remove the varoma, set that aside. We want to remove the rice. So use the hook on your spatula. I don't know if you can even see that there's a hook there, to get out your simmer basket. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? Use my spatula to open it, and then I'm going to use the hook to get that out. And I want to set that aside, so I'm just going to remove those leaves. And I'm going to set aside my rice in my thermo server. So you can see what I'm doing there. Just give it a little bit of a stir. That will stay warm in there. Oh, it smells so good. Seriously. Okay, so now we're going to make a little bit of a sauce. So we want 2 tablespoons of this steaming liquid, which also smells good. I'm actually going to double this sauce because I just know my family, we love sauce. So I'm doing 4 tablespoons, but stick to the recipe if that's what you want to do. And the rest of this steaming liquid, we don't need this anymore for the recipe. If you want to keep it and use it for a soup or cook more rice in it or do whatever you want, that's like going to be delicious to do something with. Okay, so you will want 1 tablespoon, but remember I'm doubling it, so I want 2. So of soy sauce, whatever soy sauce you want to use, is going in here. You want half a teaspoon of sugar. I shouldn't be confusing you like this. Yeah, the recipe says 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. I'm doing half, sorry. And we want sesame oil. Kept that out from before. The recipe says half a teaspoon of sesame oil, so I'm doing 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Yeah, so that's a nice little sauce we're going to use on top of the chicken. And we just stir it to combine. And so after you chop your chicken up, you pour this all over the chicken. It's going to be delicious. Okay, so now it's coming together. So we need to chop this chicken. I'll just get it out. Okay, so I've just opened up my varoma and I started to use tongs to get out the chicken, but it started to look like it was going to wreck it. I'll just show you what we have here. So 1 chicken's still in there nicely. I've pulled out the other one. I actually grabbed it out with a little flipper spatula thing. So I'm going to portion out a little bit of this chicken and rice. I need a plate. So using my cleaver or whatever knife you have, I'm just going down on the leg first, and you can see a natural point to do that. Okay, so got my leg, set that aside there, and yeah, and the other leg. It just smells so good. And I think I need to be a bit stronger. This one doesn't want to come off. Okay, there we go. Got it. Yeah, but as I said, just cut it however you want to cut it. Slightly to the side. Oh, I should get the wings off, shouldn't I? They just snap off very easily. Oh, the meat is just pulling apart, actually. so nicely. Love steamed chicken, just keeps in that moisture. And a traditional Hainan chicken is actually poached in the liquid. We've steamed it today, obviously, in our varoma, so it's a bit different, but the result is just so good. Slightly to the side, and just, I think I need to put some more pressure on. Now that smells really good because you can see all the garlic and echalot and spring onions are inside there. Then I am going to, oh no, losing my skin. No, it's okay. I am going to I did lose a bit of my skin. Chop it in pieces. Hopefully this is okay. So good. And you can remove the bones if you want to or not. Really up to you. And so I'm just setting it aside on this plate. I think traditionally they still have the head and neck and feet and everything, and you chop it all up and lay it out so nicely. This is like embarrassingly terrible, but just showing you really quickly. So then we drizzle some of that sauce we made just a second ago over the portioned chicken and serve it up. So we've got our rice in the thermo server, the chicken there, and while that rice was cooking, I sliced up some cucumber and tomato. I also sliced up, where did it go though? Oh, some spring onions, and remember we have the chili sauce from earlier. Okay, I've just plated that up. Just as I said, the rice with the chicken, cucumber, tomato, chili sauce, spring onions. And there we have it. A delicious dinner, all made in your Thermomix using the varoma. So enjoy.